Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Vaders could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders, don't hate us.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. The Broncos are 12-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And complete to... And now look at this. Good gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. It's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Joey Bosa from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that's a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime? Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The solid stiff arm. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action with Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.